Congratulations, Paul. It was a stunning win, wasn't it? A very, very exciting game indeed, even though it just 1-0. It had everything once again.
Yeah, it's just we've just spoken there, and I think as after games we've spoken about being clinical, and I think we were clinical today. We could have scored a lot more goals.
Definitely,
we got into great positions, and we never killed it off. But I think the pleasing point today was we stood firm. We didn't wobble. We kept prodding, and I think 3 points was fully deserved by the lads today.
Stunning goal, wasn't it, from Rico?
Yeah, it was. I was just about to tell him to pass, and but hey, what do I know? No, he's a great striker. To be honest, he does it in training. He's got a great strike from that distance. But if I'm being totally honest, it should have been put to bed early. We had some fantastic chances, some real chances, and that's.
For a stat man like me, it was quite good. I mean, 4 missed penalties now in 2 games, 2 each side. That's the first for me.
Yeah.
Paul White's 50th clean sheet, 100th consecutive appearance, which was good. 3 points, which is even better, of course, for yourself. Because I know you said the last game at Brackley, we needed to get these 1 points into 3 points, and we have.
I don't think we deserved what we've got over the last couple of games. Our performance has been good. We've taken games. We've gone to 2 really tough places to go and play. And I don't think anyone can complain that we've dominated chances, and we've dominated large chunks of the game. And to see the lads come back with just 1 point from the 2 games was a little bit heartbreaking for them, because they're really putting shifts in at the minute. We're working ever so hard for each other, and like I said, I was pleased for them today, because I think they got what they deserved. It was a tough surface to play on out there, but we still tried to play the right way. We created, good movement from the front too, and we look solid at the back. We look compact as a side. So the only drawback is like we said afterwards. I'll give the boys the forum to talk about it. And they've said themselves that we do need to now be a lot more clinical with the chances we're creating.
Penalties, Paul. Let's talk penalties, or the Achilles heel that is Kettering Town and penalties. I mean, it's incredible how many we miss.
It's a strange one. The stat I'm more bothered about is from the last 2 penalties we've had, we really should have scored the rebound twice. There was more or less 2 open goals from the rebound.
Especially today, that was an incredible miss, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I would say that if you miss the first opportunity, let's get on the second chance and put that away. Going back to the players, I look at Dan at the Brackley game. I look at Brett today. You've got to be a big man, a brave man to go up and step up.
I'd have put money on Brett.
Yeah, I would have put money on Dan, to be honest. I've not seen statistics and stuff like that from it, but both have been training, put them away like there's no tomorrow. So it's strange, but look, it happens. It happens sometimes. It just falls that way, and you've just got to accept it. I think we had something like 3 or 4 one-on-ones with the keeper today that we should have really
hit the bar, hit the
post, capitalised on, but we didn't. But all I can say is that these players are taking on board. We played about 3 or 4 different systems now in the last 2 or 3 games. We had to change our system late on because Farsley are having a great season as well up there in the playoff places.
Yeah, 6th place, aren't they?
Yeah, they threw everything at us at the end, and we tweaked things and we look solid again. We look solid. But the boys, the learning curve the boys have gone through in such a short period of time has been brilliant, and the way they've, adjusted themselves, and the concentration levels were good today. I never thought we was ever going to concede a goal, to be honest, apart from the penalty. I thought we looked solid, robust. We knew that Farsley were going to put the ball, and they're a big side, big strong side. They were going to put the ball in the box.
Especially old Tom Allen. He's about 7 foot, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a big old unit, and look, they cause problems for people. It's not just the first ball you got to concentrate on. It's the first ball. It's the second ball that drops down, and our concentration levels were good. It was a professional performance, and one that I'm really glad that we got 3 points from, because, like I say, I thought we deserved more out of the 2 tough games we've had.
Especially at Brackley. I mean, it was never a penalty for a start for them.
Well, I mean, I could go to town with some of the decisions today. I mean,
I wasn't going to mention the rest.
Yeah, well, it's starting to become a bit of a talking point at the minute. And I know they've got the hardest job in football. I mean, I wouldn't want to be a referee, if you paid me £1 million a season. It's but some of the decisions, there was a handball late on in the game right near the dugout. The referee was 10 yards away from it. And he didn't just handball it, he kind of scooped it into his own pathway. And I just think if you can't see those kind of, between the three of you, there's 3 officials on the part, if you can't see that, then we need to start backing up and going home. And I just, it's a tough job. It's a tough job. And, but I don't know, it baffles me, some of the actual decisions. When I watched the sending off, I actually thought that Taylor was took round into a covering position.
You've seen it since, obviously.
Yeah, and I thought the boy jumped into Millsy and was kind of playing for the foul as such. But we need to get more referees. People that played the game. To be fair with them, without them, we haven't got a game. So I don't want to be too hard on them, but it always seems to be we come back and talking about. Just blatant decisions. I don't mind them. If you've got a tough decision to make and it's a penalty, if it's not a penalty, if it's but these have been really simplistic decisions, Paul, and really they don't need to be. We don't really need to be talking about them. They need to just be given. But like I say, I don't want that to detract from what a good performance it was from the boys.
A cracking performance, wasn't it?
Yeah. And.
It's a shame it's just 6, 7 watched it. I mean, I thought it was a great game of football, for a neutral. Talking to Millsy, how is he?
We won't know yet. He just said he felt it when he struck through the ball.
The hamstring.
He looked like his Achilles, I think his ankle, yeah. So, he's been played with a little bit of tendonitis in there.
Because he's suspended, isn't he, soon? I would have thought.
He's suspended for Saturday, yeah. So it leaves a little bit...
Jay Williams ill?
He was ill today, yeah. So hopefully we get Jay back. That'll be a nice addition because Jay can play in there as well. So
Az is back as well, which was good.
Az is a massive, and Lyndon might be back in the next week. So it'd be
Taylor,
lovely.
Was that his last game today, Matt Taylor?
Well, look, I spoke to Taylor. He's been fabulous since he's been here. He's a great kid to work with. I think he's grown as a player.
Had a haircut.
Well, yeah, he's had a bit of stick for that from the lads, but no, he's been a great kid to, and I think he's developed. His understanding, his decision making's becoming better, and his heart and desires. I mean, if you've got a professional contract, a football league club for having desire, he'd get one in abundance because his work ethic, his desire, his application. To be a professional footballer is excellent, and they're the people that you want to work with. You want to work with people that want to be professional and want to bet themselves. So it'd be lovely to keep him. I've just said to him now. I said, you're not leaving us, and I think he's probably keen on staying, and it'd be nice to have him for another month. Dare I say, for the rest of the season. So he's done well. But Scars is back in training on Thursday. We don't know how far he'll be off actually playing, but. Look, it's nice.
A few more bodies, isn't it? So
it's lovely to get some bodies back now. Because we have, the boys have been working extremely hard, and it'd been lovely over the probably Christmas period to leave a couple out and give them a breather in between games. But we knew what it is, and I think that's why I'm so pleased with the players, because they've, in a tough period against tough opposition, not just at home but away from home. Is that the players have really dug in and really showed a real fighting spirit, and in the same vein played some fabulous stuff. Great, some good chances today from fluid football on an uneven surface. Yeah, but also they deserve a lot of credit. Like I say, they just need to take it forward now. Nothing's been achieved yet. We've got 15, 16, 17, 18 games, I think it is. Where we've got to win. We've got to win a lot more of them than we lose.
Long trip to Spennymoor next week. Then it's the Brackley replay, of course. The Brackley rearranged game, should I say. Yeah. And then Hereford coming thick and fast on this pitch. It'll be interesting if those games go ahead. But Spennymoor is a long old haul, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's just a psychology. We talk about it with the lads. We've said today, the power's gone off again today, and we're getting changed in the dark. And I've just said, don't let it affect you. These things are placed in front.
Try to blame our heater.
Yeah, it's all these little things. I think it's creating a team ethic with us, and the trip's a trip. We'll try and do things right. We'll try and have a break. We'll try and eat right and prepare right. And
we owe them as well. Really.
Well, look, yeah. I was actually at the game, early in the season, and they're a good side. Once again, I think at that point they were down near the bottom of the league, and they've had a fabulous run of results. Good side. There's no easy games at this level of football. Everyone's professional. Everyone's got good players, good coaches, good managers. We need to be on a mettle to get something up there. But like I say, we'll try and do things right. The boys are, I'm sure, will be professional. Try and do things right, prepare right. We'll do our homework, and we'll give it a good go again.
No Ramos at the moment. Is he okay?
Yeah, he's. When I spoke to him about coming in, he already told me about like a pre-book break that he'd had.
I just thought for Spenamore, we'll need him to interpret, won't we?
Yeah, of course, yeah. So, but yeah, he'll be back. He's back early this coming week. So yeah, I'll be on the bus with us. You won't miss that one for the world. To be honest, going back to the northeast. So, but yeah, look, it was just one of them things that he did tell me about it, and it's been nice back working with him again.
Okay then, Paul, thank you very much. Great result today. Fantastic to watch and commentate on. I must confess, as the last two games have been Boston and Brackley, it's been a joy to watch, and had the old larynx going at certain times, that is for sure. But
that's good.
Yeah, we'll see you at Spenamore next week.
Thanks so much, Paul.
Cheers.
Thank you.